putting that arrows, why I'm putting that particular way. Any question you can ask. Is it clear, ma? Because we are in the starting stage. The more you understand states, props, components, and APIs, next one we will do APIs. If you understand this four, you can actually build basic React applications. Actually build basic React applications. React is as simple as that. The normal humans React actually they can learn it in 1 2 weeks. Our course schedule is 3 weeks of complete practical, you know, projects every day. Clear, ma? Now I will also explain the flow of files, which I explained earlier also. But let me start it with it. Now let's go. VS Code, open folder, Arisheti, React 730. The four projects which we done are this. Last day we discussed state demo. First, what is React? React is a open source. React is an open source JavaScript library which is used to build interactive user interface. Which is used to build interactive user interface. What is user interface? Whatever you see is user interface. And React is developed and maintained by Meta. Is React and React Native are same? No. React is used for web application. React Native is used for, and React build the UI of single page applications and progressive web apps. What is single page application? It will not, without reloading, it will load the contents. Progressive web apps will give the feel like native app, right? Now, after this, what is a component? What is a component? Anyone? What is a component, sir? Come on. Small part of UI. If I have to precise more, small, logical, reusable part of UI. What is the main use of component? Reusability. So you divide the UI into smaller parts so that smaller parts you can use it again. That is component. What is props? What are props? Properties. It props is an object that contains values in key value pair. In key value pair. These values you will pass to components. So each component receive different values, so they will represented in different way. If I go to the Netflix page, the classical one, here, this is one component. If you see, this is one component. In this component, one image is there and one name is there. There is a component that contains an image and a name. But same component, sorry, same component also there for the next one. Same component is also there for the next one and the previous one. So one component you reused, but each time you are getting different movie name and different movie image. The different values you pass to component in key value pair is called props. Is called props. Next, if I go to the if I go to the Amazon online people, today is the last demo one. Tomorrow onwards the link will change. If I go to the applications like the day here, imagine I want to add something. I go here and I will click here add to cart. The moment I click here add to cart, here the page is reloading. In React applications, it will not reload. Okay. Uh, Classical example, I think React applications. Mm, this one is React, I think. Beokuf is React. If I go here, if I started to add it to the back, now if you see here, when I click here add it to the back, okay, I don't know why the moment I add it to the back, you can see it. Is it reloaded the page, sir? No. Without reloading the page, only this value, only this particular part you can observe. Only this particular part is changed. Earlier value is 2. The moment I say here, you can observe that only. The moment I say here another one, if I go here and if I click this, the moment I click here, automatically the 2 will become 3. You can see it. Only just animation is there, but this page will not reload. You can actually see. Are you getting my point, ma? Component loads, but page will not load. Any change, any change in the component is called state. What is it called? State. It's like change is not state, but state is the kind of how can I say, like for example, see elements are in solid state, liquid state, but they change from solid to liquid, right? The same way, now now it is in the state 3, state 3. Again it will change it to 4 if you click the button. Okay. And whenever state changes, that whole component will re-render. Whole component will re-render. Also, state is asynchronous. Asynchronous means, imagine after state you write some functions, some logic, some program. First that program will run. This state will take some time to run. So it will not run immediately. If you observe, I put the console statement. Sorry. I put the console statement. So console statement I put after the state. First console statement ran, then only the state ran. Because state is asynchronous. You all remembered it, ma? And I told you guys to try the counter program. Did you guys try the counter program? It came. Anyone got any trouble with that counter one? Online, anyone have any trouble, ma? No. Okay. See, someone did. Just maintain a sheet where you are writing it every day whether you completed that particular task or not. Simple counter, which is what we did that day. Okay. Now, let me start here. If anyone don't know, they can note it down like how to start React application and all. Okay. I will go here, terminal. In terminal, I'm going here, new terminal. Usually people will do in new terminals, usually what the people will do, people will go with the PowerShell. In some systems, PowerShell will not work. So click on this arrow and use the command prompt in case PowerShell is not working for you. For me, PowerShell will work. Go here. What is the command to start React application, sir? npm create white at the rate latest. And it is asking what is the name. So I'm starting the name with called basic shop. Okay. And I will go here and it is asking me which project you want, React, which one you want, JavaScript, no, yes. हो गया. Scaffolding means creating everything from the command prompt is actually called as scaffolding. It is used as a bundler and it will combine the things and it will show you. Now, if I go here, open it. Correct. Online, anyone have any question, Martin? Now? No questions. Good. Now, let me start here. First, I recommend people to set up whatever the other libraries which you want in this website. Now, I want two things in this website. One is I want a tailwind, another one I want icons. Okay. So, for tailwind, I have to go to the official website. You already have it. Okay, but still you can go to the official website. You already have the instructions. If you want to go to the official website, you go there. I will type it here for you. Tailwind CSS with, if you type, I'm typing Tailwind CSS with React. It open this website. If you ask GPT, if you ask Gemini, they will show you suggestions. But I prefer going to real websites. What is the difference between a normal developer and a good developer? A good developer will go to official website and read. Normal web normal developers, what they will do, they will go to social media sites, they will go to YouTube, they will watch videos. But watching video will kill your time and creativity both. Imagine someone in a video said it like just do this and you are doing it. It doesn't make much sense. But if you go to the documentation, in the documentation also they will say same thing, do it. But they will tell you what you are doing. They will tell you, and you have to read it. When you read it and do it, your mind will actually remember it for longer time. So I'm starting it. Installing Tailwind CSS as a WIT plugin is the most seamless way to integrate it with the frameworks like Laravel, Svelte, React, Router, and all. create your project. I already created using with npm create. I already did it. CD project, go into that project. I already did. First step is over. Second step, install Tailwind CSS and Tailwind CSS slash wit. So you can copy this and paste it there. Okay. I recommend, instead of that, I recommend people to do this way. See, I'm going into the command prompt because in one terminal it's running already. I don't want to disturb. First, I have to go to that folder, CD, basic shop. Then I will type it. Sir, you can copy paste in here. Yes. But if you type it, you will remember it easily. Tailwind CSS and then at the rate tailwind CSS slash wit at the rate tailwind CSS slash wit. If you see, I am doing it inside this folder. Sorry, I forgot to install. Perfect. Then it will install. The next step, add at the rate tailwind CSS plugin to your wit configuration. If I go to my files, if I go to here, can you see wit configuration file is there? Wit.config.js. I will open this and they are saying it in this file, add the already which plugin is there, but what they want, Tailwind CSS. So import Tailwind CSS from at the rate Tailwind CSS slash wit. You can see it here. That's what the suggestions they said. First import it here, then write it here, Tailwind CSS. Go here. I want React also, comma, Tailwind CSS. Second step is also over. Third step, add at the rate import to your main CSS. So where is my main CSS? Everyone see, what is main file, sir? Entry point, index.html. Index.html will go to the main.jsx. What is the main HTML, main CSS? Index.css. So I will go to index.css. I will remove this all. I don't want, and I will write it here at the rate import tailwind CSS. That's what they said. Any doubts here? Any doubts, ma? No. Second library I want. Next library I want. Someone said it. They wanna put icons. For icons, we have React icons. If I go, there is a library called React icons. I will go here, or different people will go React icons or React Lucid icons or Font Awesome. Okay, it's up to you how the people go. Okay, you take anyone, it's fine. If I go to the this one Lucid, I will go here. See, they tell you npm install Lucid React. It is one of the popular one, Lucid React. So I will copy this one, npm install Lucid React. Sorry, npm install Lucid React. Instead of writing install, if you write I also, it is fine. So Lucid React is installed. How to put icon, we will do it. But just installing is mandatory for starting. Okay, clear? Now go to the app.css, delete this all. I don't want. Go to index.html. First file, flow of the files, as people have always a problem. Tailwind is not paid. Tailwind is free of cost. Okay. In Tailwind, if you wanted some code automatically done, then Tailwind will pay. But we don't want. I will write everything my own. Na? If you want to write your own Tailwind, people is free. In online, some prepaid tailwind components are there. That means you don't need to do. Already they will do all tailwind for that. And if you wanna get their component, then it will be paid. I don't want. Now if I go here, let me put here basic shop. It is a title. If you wanna change the favicon, you can change it here. I'm not changing this too, but you all know how to do that. Go to the main. Main is connected to app. I don't want to change this also. To the people who don't know use strict mode, do you know in JavaScript there is something called use strict? In JavaScript there is a feature called use strict, which will make your programs strict mode. Okay, which is like there are some basic loose functions like hoisting and all things in JavaScript. Those things will not work. Okay, so you don't want to disturb this also. All you have to do go to app.jsx. I will remove this all and I will create it here one folder. See, I'm creating folder inside the src and the folder name is components. In this components I will create, see, header.jsx, footer.jsx, products, all products dot .jsx. Are you getting my point, ma? You can actually do this way. Okay, or sir, I don't want this header, I don't want this footer, I don't want this. You can actually make it everything more simple also, your wish. I'm actually doing it in a simple version, product.jsx and product.jsx. Any questions here? Simple. Now, how to get these products? Tell me what we'll do normally. Function, products, open, close, this, and then tell me what I have to do. Export, because in future I will import them. Default products, and you need to write it here, return, and you need to return whatever you want. Any question, ma? No, sir. Next, same way, I will copy this. I will paste it in here. Here I want product. Clear, sir? So I created two components. Now go to my website app.jsx. Same thing I will do. Function. I'm gonna give a small twist. I think you all know this, but const app equals to this way. This is called arrow functions. Sometimes people use arrow functions. Whether you use arrow function or normal function, it won't make much difference here. Now, if I go here, export default app. Now, return online. Anyone have any question, ma? Till now, anyone have any questions? No, sir. Sir, now I want one header, sir. I want all the products and I want footer. But can I able to return three elements in JSX? No. In JSX, how many elements you should return? Only one. But I need to return three. How can I do them? Keep them in a container. You can use some kind of div or something. But if I use div, it won't look good. Okay. To make this like whole program is inside a div. Not good. For that case, I will use one empty container. What is empty containers are called? Fragments. In original React, people used to write like this. Okay. People used to write import this React and used to write it like React dot fragment. This is how original people used to write in React 13, 14 kind of one. Fragments used to written like this. Okay, the empty ones they are. But in 16th version, they gave it like you can write it empty one. That is also the React one only. Okay. That's why when you see that React dot fragment, don't get confused. This empty one and that React dot fragment are basically same. Okay, that's why these are fragments. And now here I will say header. I will say products. Products. See, you did you see when I click it got imported? If it is not, you should import it. Okay, then products. Then here uh, footer. I hope till now no problems. Everyone clear? Good. So now let's start in the header, sir. Header is like CSS. For CSS, we started using Tailwind, and you are going to understand the Tailwind. For Tailwind, few basic rules. Everything you do in CSS, you can do Tailwind. Okay, max to max. Not all, but max to max. This one, you all have to do is give the class name. It is called utility classes. If you give class name, automatically you will get the CSS. Okay. So for that, you need to go to extensions. You need to go to extensions. You need to install one extension called Tailwind CSS Intelligence. Tailwind CSS Intelligence. What is the extension name? Tailwind CSS Intelligence. You can actually see it is developed by tailwindcss.com. These people only developed it. What is the user? See, we don't remember all the class names now. It will give you suggestions of the class names, like the CSS one. Now, how I want my header, sir? I want header background to be something light black. I want, uh, color to be something white. I want some pixel. I want some padding. I want some flux box. Are you getting my point, ma? So, however I want, I will keep it. In JSX, people will keep class name, not class name. Give here space. Now, can you see suggestions? This all are Tailwind class names only. All suggestions Tailwind will give you. Okay. For that, I'm writing it first BG. BG means correct. You can actually see so many colors are there. Okay. 100 is like the minimum one, and the 900 is the maximum darkest one. Okay. So I'm going this color BG neutral 700. Kind of a black. Okay. See, kind of a black, not real black. And then I want text to be white. So type it here text. Do you want text to be bigger? Yes, I want text to be bigger. 3XL. You can actually see beside that, sir, what is text 3XL means? Text 3XL. Can you see what does it mean? They will tell you. What does it mean? Font size 30 pixel. Are you getting my point, ma? That extension will help you to understand the tailwind in the starting stage. Then next, I want text to be white, text dash white. You can see it actually. Okay. Or next, I want some padding. Padding means P. Padding means type it here P. Sir, P, I will tell you. P T. Anyone guess? Padding top. PB. Anyone guess here? Online also. PY. Y means y axis, top and bottom. px means left and right. If I give just p, it will be top, bottom, left, right, all sides. Okay. So I am giving it here p, y, top and bottom. Something take it here, some kind of, see, 3, 12 pixel, px, left and right, some kind of 5. I don't want any margins. If you want it, you can give it. And I will have it like inside. I will write it some kind of image or something kind of one. But till now, this is fine. If you go here, this is what I did. And next, online, is it clear, ma? Go here. You can see my website. Now you can't see here. Can you see the header? Can you see the color and all? Now I will put here some kind of small text, H2, basic shop. Um, Something span shop. Do you all know what is span, ma? Inline element which will keep it in the same line. So class name, for that I will give text blue. I will give some kind of blue color. Okay. And I will give class name, some size. I will increase the size of this so that bigger it will become. Can you see? This is what the thing I want. Upper niche thoda padding. This is all your intuition. Sir, how do you know give this color? How do you know give that size? No, it's your wish. You give chota size how you want your website to look. Okay. Next. After this, I will keep a div. In this div, I will give here something icon. What is that icon name? If I go React, I want this add to cart icon will be there, na? That icon I want. So if I go to the icons, I can see cart. Can you see? I can take this cart one. Some websites will use this bag one. Okay. It's up to you. You use whatever you want. I will go to the cart and open this. You can actually see the code. Can you see React code they are giving? If you want cart one, sir, you need to import this cart one. Already I installed it. So I will go here. I will write it here import and I will go here. This shopping cart you want to put shopping cart. I will copy this. Wherever you want, you can put it. Div. I will keep here something paragraph anchor tag about, and I will keep here no need of this also. I will directly keep this one only shopping cart. This icon, shopping cart icon, I will keep it and I will keep here span count. Can you see? Like first I will keep it 0. Go to my website, sir. Can you see this, sir? Online, any questions, sir? Normally for icons, you will keep I tag, na? No need because it's a component. Shopping cart. This is a component. Wherever you want, you can get it. Okay. Now, by default, that component is provided by the React icons, this Lucid icons one. Okay. Now, sir, I want to make it something look better. So I will keep them all in same line. So for that, I will use something called flux. You know what is flux? Display flux. So if I use flux, they all will be in a straight line. But I want one left, one right. How do you make it one left, one right? Justify content, space between. So justify between. I want them center, align center, not align. Items, align items center. This name is item center. Now same way, here also this div is there. Class name, flux, uh, justify center, items center. Can you see this? Online any doubts, ma? Flux direction by default row. If you want it different, you can actually see. And now I can even say class name, um, position, absolute, absolute, position, absolute. Do you guys know this all? Position, absolute, and all. Okay. And if I here uh, top 5, right, uh, 4, two, kind of thoda upper one. Okay. But it's up to you how you want to maintain it. You can increase the cart size and all. Actually, if you go to the official website, they will tell you how to do that. Okay. Now I will do this, and I will give some kind of color, same way, text, blue, whatever this. हो गया मेरा site header का. Header is over. Anyone have any questions in my header, sir? Anyone have any doubts in header? No. This is all CSS I did. Now next go to the footer. Last I will do this, the main products one. So footer, this site belongs to XYZ, at the rate, copy 2026. It is made with it is made with simple. Now if I go to the site, I want same way. Class name BG neutral 700, text Y 2XL, text white, text center, padding Y something 3. Any doubt, sir? This is 100% of site. No, sir. Now component का const array arr something like prod array, and for this prod array I will pass this values. Okay, so I'm gonna pass these values product array. Here I will give here products. If I go to the website in online, fake products JSON. In online, if I go, so many websites will give fake products. One of the famous websites which will give fake products is called Fake Products API. If you go to this website, if you go to this fake store API, if you go to this docs, they will show you this products one. And if I go to this websites, fake store API slash products, you can actually see so many products are there, right? Online, can you see ma? Heart emoji. I put the heart emoji with the Windows dot. If you click Windows dot, you will get so many emojis in VS Code. Windows plus dot. Okay. Now anyway, see, I got this is products online. If you ask the GPT also, you will get so many online free ones. These are products. So I will keep this fake products and I will keep it in the here. All I did is I took one array of fake products and I copied it and I paste it here and I go here. Any doubts, ma? Online, anyone have any doubts? No. I will keep the products inside then. Go here. Let's go to directly products only. Products inside this, I will write it here. Const prod equals to one more time. I'm going to this website called, if anyone wants to know, you can see it here. The website name is fakestoreapi.com/products. fakestoreapi.com/products. I got it so one array of products. I controlled A, copied everything, and then I go here. After copied everything, I am just pasting it here. Now, if you see, I pasted this all. Okay, I don't need this. I pasted this all. Now, what is the array name? Prod. Now, I wanted to print this prod. Sir, in prod, how many are there? So many are there, na? Sir, in one prod, so many products are there, na? But every product contains ID, title, price, description, category, image, ratings, so many. I want to print image and title, sir. Image, title, price. तीन print करें. Clear, ma? Is it clear? Now, now in this, I wanna print all elements of the products. Anyone tell me how to print all elements of array? For each or map. For each or map. But which one I will use for each or map? Map. Why? Because match map returns. For each cannot return. So if you want to use JavaScript inside the products, how do you use JavaScript inside the products? Inside the JSX? Curly braces. I will write it here. Products dot map in this open. Now here you will give product. I'm giving P comma I. I is for index, P is for product, and open. Sir, normally people will use curly braces, but here you wanna write HTML inside. So if you wanna write HTML, you need to put again parenthesis. Any questions here? Now, in this, I am calling something called a product. What I'm calling? Most people are confusing. So app के अंदर products. In products, I put map, and inside this map, I'm calling product. Clear, ma? So every value I have to pass. First one, Sir, here, what are the values you wanna pass? I will pass title. What is title? Title is nothing but p dot title. Right or not? Online any doubts, ma? Online any doubts? No. Next one. I wanna pass price. Where is this price? P dot price. You can actually see inside this name is also price only. Same name. Then next, I wanna pass image URL. Image URL is nothing but p dot image. So I'm passing three values. Sorry, here name is wrong. Not products dot prod dot app name is prodna. Perfect. Sir, also every time whenever you are giving list of elements, every time when you are giving list of elements, every list element should contain key. What it should contain? Key. Key should be unique. Key. Key is I am giving. You know what is I? Index. Sir, why you are giving this key? Because now I will tell you. Here, if you see after your project is completed, you will get lot of products, right or not? You will get lot of products. But React works with a concept called virtual DOM. You know what the virtual DOM will do? Virtual DOM will compare two kind of diagrams, and it will compare where the change happened. When it is comparing, imagine only in first product you want to change. Only in first project, after later sometime you changed something. Only first product have to change. If you want to change only one thing, it cannot able to understand only first product, because you are calling all the things at a time na? So each one have to have a different ID. Okay, different name or different ID, something different to be there. So for that you need to pass something called key. What do you have to pass? Key. Usually people will keep, instead of indexes, people will keep ID. But your wish, you can keep the product ID is different or product index. Both are unique. It should be unique. That is the only case. Okay. One more time. What is this ID or key? Is in React, when you are creating some things, each one should have their own identity. Their own identity. When I'm creating list of elements, to give each one identity, I will pass something called key. What I have to pass? Key. You don't need to receive it. Interesting point. You don't need to write it anywhere. Just when you are passing, just give key, so that React will remember. Huh, 10 products are there, but first one ka key alag hai, second one ka key alag hai, third one ka key alag hai. So that to remember them each one separately, you need to pass them key. When you are calling all the things at a time, imagine I'm writing each product separately 10 times. Each product 10 times. I don't need to write a key. Alag alag. But if at a time you are calling 10, then key is mandatory. Clear ma? Okay. Sir, what are the values you are passing? Title, price, image URL, key. Key छोड़ दो. Key is not a prop. Here you are passing this three. But are you receiving anything? Are you receiving anything, sir? No. Here I will receive them all. How do you receive them all? Here, title, quickly. Title, image URL, price. You can write it in any order, not necessary. Now I will write it here, here, uh, in this. I will write it here. First, how image URL I want. Image URL, which tag you will use, sir? Image? IMG, but sir, IMG should be self-closing. Okay. Then SRC, what is sourcer? Source is image URL, na? That is the logic, na? Image URL. And alt is title, and H2 title, and paragraph. price. To get rupee symbol, control shift dollar. Control shift dollar will give rupee symbol. And I will give it here price. Can you see? I got them all. Doubt, sir? बाकी सब तुम्हारा लॉजिक है. Go here and put it here. Nice kind of, you know, uh, whatever the here product I called. You need to import this product now. Here I did not import it only. I just called it import product. Barabar. Now go here. Go to the CSS. Write it here. Class name margin y5, and I wanted all of them in a nice structure. So margin auto, margin x auto, max width 5xl. If you do this, it will come in the center of the page. Okay, you know CSS maximum width something, and margin auto will give it in the center of the page. Then I will give it here grid. How many columns you want? Three. How much gap you want between them? Some kind of five. हो गया. Then each product, I will go to the each product. For each product, how much you want? Class name flux, but I want them one after the another. So flux colon, and I want some kind of gap two. Sorry, gap two. I want some padding three. I want border radius. You know what border radius? For border radius, you need to use something called rounded. What you will use, ma? Rounded. So I can use rounded something like 2xl. Any questions, sir? If you want box shadow, you need to use shadow. I can use shadow 2xl. What color of shadow you want? Something like shadow blue. This. Go here. Go to my website. See here. हो गया. See. How do you know which CSS is needed? That is the point. How do I know which CSS is needed? है तुम्हारा CSS का brain है. Sir, how do you know? Like put this rounded. I don't know. See, based on the experiences I got it, but I recommend you to put something. Go to site and check it. Like I put border radius 2 ray. Okay, but not looking good. I go to the website, see, not looking good. Again, I will put something other, na. By doing it multiple times, your brain will tell, "वो छोड़ दो, ये अच्छा नहीं रहता, ये अच्छा रहता." Without seeing, if you see, I have not seen the website. In my mind, I just imagined, and it's correct. That comes with a little practice. Are you getting my point, online? Why you created in app.jsx and products? No, no, no. First, I created an app, but I changed it to products. In app, there is no product. Only in products.jsx it is there. Okay. Okay. Now, sir, components are over. Props are also over. Now, what is remaining? State. Now, in state, what you will put, sir? State, I will put it like every time someone click something, one state value should be updated. So if I go here, I will put here one thing called button. Any question here? What is that button name? Add to cart. State is a variable. State is like a variable have a state. Like something, a variable have state value of 1, state 2, state 3, state 10, or kuch bhi. Okay. Now, what I will do, sir, if I go to my website, Here app.jsx. In app.jsx, I am creating something a state called const count, comma set count, comma set count equals to use state, use state. Here I will write it here. Anyone tell me? I imported use state also. What is count default value now? What is count default value? Sir, this is called syntax of state. In state syntax, sir, you will write const array because what is use state? Use state is a hook. Use state is a hook means default function. Hook means default function. React people already write everything. अरे इसको स्टेट चाहिए सो स्टेट चेंज करना स्टेट चेंज करने को एक लॉजिक है रिएक्ट पीपल राइट दैट ऑल लॉजिक एंड दे आर लाइक you don't need to worry just to use this hook you will get everything done. I'm like okay, so I'm using it. When I'm using it, in brackets I have to give initial value, and here I need to write two things. First one is variable, second one is a function. Second one is a using this function you can change the state value. Any question? Any question, sir? No. Now, sir, instead of writing it here, count value, I will say count value is here I write directly zero, na? But I don't write directly zero. I will say count. What I will say? Now count value is zero. If you see here, zero is there. And for everything, count add to cart button is there. Button is not looking good because by default tailwind will not show nicely. So I will say BG black text 2XL padding Y2 text center rounded. You can actually see there are so many things. Rounded, you can actually see there is something called pill rounded or something kind of one. Where it is there? Rounded pill. It's not coming. Okay, so I will use rounded 3XL and I think it will work nicely. For this, I will use instead of gap, I will use flux colon and justify content between. Justify between. Huh? Text white, sir. Any doubts, sir? Online, any doubts, ma? No, sir. Online people and another announcement again. Those whoever enrolled for the Python full stack course, this demos are over. If you want to continue the online batch, you can contact the admin and tomorrow onwards, the details will change. The link will change. Okay. Now, okay, quickly. If I click this button, something should happen. But where is the counter? This count value is in app, na? If I click this set count, count value will change, na? Sir, simple logic है. Set count कॉल करे तो count value change होता. If I say set count 10, set count 10, count value will become 10 without reloading the page. Interesting. Without reloading the page, if I say set count 10, it will become 10. That is a state logic. But my problem is that button is not inside the app. If it is inside the app, directly I will do. Last time counter you all did, directly you did. But instead, button is inside the product. Product is inside the products. But button is inside the product. Product is inside the, for products के लिए giving I'm giving counter function. Counter function. What is that counter function name? Set count. So, sir, not only values, you can even pass functions. Not only values, you can even pass functions. Sir, not only values, you can even pass functions. So, sir, app is having set count, set count, and it is also having products. So what it is doing, it is giving set count to products. What is the name it gave? Counter function. Now if I go here, counter fn, now products will receive them, na? It's like a child, man. See, app ka child products, product ka child product. It's like grandfather is app, father is products, grandchild is product. Grandfather have one function, and grandchild need to click. If grandchild click, grandfather function should run. So how it will work? First, grandfather give it to the father, then father give it to the child, because child have the button, na? Right or not? Now, so it is receiving counter fn, and it will pass that one also. Again, count. You can put any name, but I'm keeping the same name. It received. Now go here, product, and product will receive them counter fn and add to cart. There is one thing called on click. What you have? On click. Sir, what is difference in React and the HTML is, in HTML you use on click with small letters. But here JSX structure, everything is camel case. Okay. So now I need to call this function. What is the function name? Anyone clicks this button. If anyone clicks this button, automatically I need to call this one. Any doubts, ma? Any doubts, sir? So I will call here one function. Inside this function, I will say counter fn. But what is this counter fn value? I will take one value previous. If I take previous means previously what is the value? Previous plus 1. Initially, whatever the value is there, add 1 to it. Now, if I go here, uh, oh, it is not having count value, na? That is why previous value means it is not understanding the count value. Why? Huh? Small? I write correct only, na? Where did I write? Product, huh? Okay, here I write small f, but here I received capital F. That's what I'm confused. But here it should be capital F, na? It received capital 1. Huh? I passed capital only. Let's keep it everything capital, man. Let's not get confused. Okay, all are capital, so that I don't have any trouble. Okay, now go here, click here. Oh, it is getting this object wala. I don't want this object wala, because props is an object. It is receiving it completely like an object. Previous coming it as an object. So I don't want previous plus 1. Instead, I will also pass count. What I will also pass, ma? Count. count, and I will go here. In future, you will understand global state. Globally, we will put something called context, okay, or redux global state. See, grandfather is giving to father, na. Father is giving to child, na. So they are passing in multiple generation. Instead, we will keep it in a global state. Anyone can use it, okay, which we will see it in next classes. So I will write it here. Count. I'm passing it here also. Now child receives count value and function value both. Now child will directly update count plus 1. Now go here. Very simple. Now refresh 0, 1, 2, 3. I want to make my website responsive. So go here. If you wanted to make it responsive, all you need to do is change this grid. How do you make it responsive? In small devices, normally I will say it like grid column 1, even in small devices, grid column 1, in medium devices, grid columns 2, in large devices, grid column 3. Barabar, tailwind is the most easiest one. Ho gaya, my responsiveness be. In small devices 1, medium devices 2, big devices 3. Any question here? Any question here? No. Now I will ask one question. Anyone think of this? Props are passed from parent to child or child to parent. Parent to child. Is it possible to pass something from child to parent? Is it possible to pass something from child to parent? You think no, na? But actually, yes. This is what happened here. Can you see? This is grandchild, na? And this is obviously grandfather. It's like the parent one only, na? This one passed the value, na? And the indirect one also happens. Child also can pass. How it will pass? If you want child to pass, child cannot pass the values. So what will do? Parent will give one function. Parent will give one to child. Child will update the function logic. In this function, it is using that function, it used one value. In this function, it put one value, child. Automatically, parent got that value. But if you want, see, if you want parent to give, parent will give directly. That is called props. But if child wants to give, child cannot give directly. So parent will put one function and give it to child. Child will deposit into that function. Okay. In interview, people might ask you, can you send props from child to parent? Yes. Create a function in parent and pass it to child. Child will call that function and then give it to parent. Is it clear, ma, online? Is it clear, ma? Last one. For 1 minute, I will just show you this whole program in diagrams. We will see the whole program in a diagrammatic format so that you will understand more easy. Okay. Now, let me go here. Sir, let's do the same program in diagrammatic format. I am starting from app.jsx. Okay. So there is one big thing called app.jsx. App.jsx. In this app.jsx, I have header. This header have Okay. Name, cart, cart icon, and count. Any doubts? Any doubts, sir? And this count is not a static value. This count have something called state, use state. So use state with the zero value, that means default value 0. It gives something called count, comma, set count, set count. Set count is a function. Are you getting my point, ma? Whole whatever we did only, I am just showing in a kind of summary way. Okay. Next, I called something called products. Products. Okay. This products, inside this products now. So let's go here. Products is a component again. Products. In this products, you are calling another one called product. Product. These products contain array. It contains array of products. Array of products. And for this array of products, you used map. Using the map, for this array of products, using the map, you passed values. What values you passed, sir, here? Sir, you passed here title, image URL, um, price. You passed initially. Later, I will tell you. So this product received this all. This product received this all. Once it product received, they just printed. Product को कोई काम नहीं है, खाली printed. And you also have something footer. Footer is not a big deal. This is initial representation. Any doubts in this? Online, are you all getting my point, ma? Is it clear? Good. Next, what you did, sir? I also passed. I also passed this count and set count to products. I also passed count and set count to products. And this product also passed this count and set count, comma, count and set count to, it also passed these values to product. Now these two values also go to the product. In product, I put one button. 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 Sir, if I click this button, you know what is happening? If I click this button, if I click this button, count value is changing. But originally count value belongs to sir app.jsx. So that means product is changing some value. Product is changing some value which is belongs to app.jsx. Iska father something grandfather. Okay, how it will go? Product will tell I changed two products, because child will speak to parent, products will speak to the app. It's ka parent, simple. And now this values, whenever someone click this one, then they will pass count value to this, and then this count value will be passed to here, and you will get 0. Instead of 0, you will change it to 1. and then 1 to 2, same way, and so on. Is it clear, my everyone? Any question in this? Online, anyone have any questions, sir? React is this much simple. Now, sir, you already have this products, but products I got it dummy products, na? Imagine I directly get the products from backend. That is API, which you will learn. Once you understand how to get the products from API also backend say, pura application khatam na, right? These are the strong four fundamentals of React actually. Okay. Now, today's task. I want you to create also basic shop. I put a dummy products. You also put dummy products, but not this fake store products. Put something like put your own comic books or bikes or cars or something. All I want is components, props, button, and change the state. Simple logic. Components, props, and button change. And I also want Tailwind CSS to look it better. The more your website look better, the more people will like it. Okay, because of time is not there, I keep it simple. But if my time is there, I can make my website more look good. It's like a makeup. First make it work. After that, put the makeup. Is it clear, ma? If you do this one project, all the remaining projects, whatever you done till now, that is equal to this project. Okay, because it combined everything. Online, is it clear, ma? Any questions online? No questions. API will come tomorrow. Okay, I will tell you from basics what is API. Okay, I think someone created this iboma one, bopum.dev. Looks good. You can actually keep it. You can actually put play. That one works actually. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you all, ma. We'll meet tomorrow. Okay, bye bye. This is looking good, ma. iboma one online one.